welcome to your twin flame reading here at Soul Evolution Tarot. I'm finally back home in my usual space. Today is going to be a timeless reading, so whenever you're going to come across it, trust that there must be a message for you. This reading is not a continuation from previous readings, so just keep that in mind. I'll be tapping into Twin Flame Collective and looking at your Divine Masculine energies first, then your energies towards them, and then the connecting energy for both of you. Also, I'll be pulling some oracle cards and messages from your Divine Masculine. However, it is a general reading, so please take whatever is resonating and leave what doesn't. Keep in mind that energies are not gender specific, so assign the roles for yourself as needed. Cross watchers are welcome. Other than that, this reading is for the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you will feel guided to exchange energy on this channel, please consider liking this video, subscribing to my channel, sharing my videos, or maybe leaving me comments. It all truly helps me to grow my channel so I could do more readings for you guys. I also want to say thank you for being here and for providing all of the support and feedback. Okay, now let's get into your reading, Gemini. My spirit guides that do no harm to me or through me for the highest and greatest good of all, please come with clear guided messages. So think about your Divine Masculine, and first what I'm going to do is pull 3 cards to see what surrounding energies are currently with your Divine Masculine. Okay, and then we'll get into tarot and oracle cards. So let's see what is happening with your Divine Masculine at the moment. What energies are currently present in their energy field, what they might be going through. We do have grief coming through. We have patience. Let's see if I can make this stand. And let's get one more. And we have action coming through. Interesting. So with these cards here, I feel like your Divine Masculine is currently might be still grieving the situation, the separation with you, Divine Feminine. This grief card right here tells me they're in some sort of lower vibrational energies right now. Again, it might be related to your situation with your Divine Masculine, or there might be other particular situation in your Divine Masculine's life where they might be grieving a situation or perhaps even a person. Okay, for some of you, please take it how it resonates because it's a general reading. So if you know a specific thing about your Divine Masculine, then there's definitely a message there for you. But I do sense that this grief might be strongly related to this connection. So if you are, experiencing the separation with your Divine Masculine at the moment, I feel like they really are perhaps regretting and feeling the separation. Maybe they're perceiving this connection as something that is pretty much, done, and it's really affecting your Divine Masculine at this moment. With this patience card right here, I feel like maybe your Divine Masculine is being patient. Maybe they're kind of hoping for some sort of a change because we do have an action card. So they might be thinking of taking some sort of action, but at the same time, they also might be thinking that there's no way that you guys could get back together because maybe there was a lot of things said and done in the past where this Divine Masculine really feels that there's no way you guys could even mend the situation or be together, but they are, I feel, really thinking about some sort of action. Whether or not they're going to act upon, it's unknown, but they are definitely might be, considering taking an action towards you, Divine Feminine. And with the Patience card, what it also tells me, they might be, patiently waiting for some sort of either a sign or change where they definitely would, maybe try to approach you, or they might be, really trusting the divine timing and really understanding that maybe now is not the right time for you guys to be together. So they are trying to stay patient in the situation. However, this whole situation that's going on between you, it's really making them feel this grief, remorse, maybe regret, even for some of them. Okay, that's what I'm seeing with these cards. But let's get some tarot and see what's actually happening in their mental space at this time towards you, Divine Feminine. What are they thinking about this connection in you in particular? So let's see here. Okay, we have Queen of Swords coming through. We have the Strength card, Major Arcana, Leo energy. And we have the Five of Cups. Yes, here is the grief indicated with the tarot again. So definitely this Divine Masculine is probably perceiving the situation as something that has ended between you two, and there's definitely grief and remorse within their thoughts and feelings as well, I feel. Now we do have the Queen of Swords here, so they might be really perceiving you, Divine Feminine, okay, as a Queen of Swords, because it's an air energy. So for some of you it might resonate because you are Gemini, an air sign, okay, but you don't have to resonate with the air element, of course, but this is how they are seeing you at this point. So maybe they're really seeing that right now you, Divine Feminine, might be really emotionally detaching yourself from the situation. Okay, maybe in the past this Divine Masculine, as I said, either said something or done something where they've really hurt you, and now you're coming up as someone who's really closed off within your own energies. You might be putting up some boundaries or even barriers with this Divine Masculine because you've been hurt in a situation, and now you might not be even wanting to deal with them at this time. Okay, but that's how they're seeing you right now. Now we do have the Strength card here, so I feel like this Divine Masculine is also seeing you as someone who's who has a lot of strength within you, but at the same time there's this attraction that this Divine Masculine feels towards you. There is definitely a magnetic pull towards you, Divine Feminine, and they are trying to stay strong, not to also fall for maybe their own emotions, because these emotions might be very intense within them, and they know perhaps that they need to either stay away from you at this time, because again the timing might not be right. Maybe they know that you are currently hurting, or either in the energy where you're not really accepting or willing to accept them back, and they know this, and they might be even afraid or intimidated by you, Divine Feminine, with the Strength card. But they are feeling a lot of, I feel regret and grief at this time when they're thinking about this connection in you. So I'm also getting with the Strength card that they are trying to stay strong, and perhaps even find some sort of courage or strength within themselves, maybe to take some sort of an action towards you. But I feel like they're still in this energy of really holding on to this Five of Cups energy, where they might be still doubting themselves or feeling not good enough at this time in order to take some sort of an action towards you. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. Now let's take a look and see what's actually happening when it comes to their feelings. So at this time, what's happening in their heart space? Okay, this one wants to come through. We have the Two of Swords. Okay, we have Five of Wands and the Four of Cups. Wow. So definitely this Divine Masculine has a lot of inner conflict within themselves. With the Two of Swords, they are also closing themselves up when it comes to their own feelings. I feel like they might be feeling this strong pull towards you. However, they are resisting their own feelings here. Now we also have the Five of Wands, so definitely some sort of conflict going on when it comes to inner conflict, when it comes to their feelings. They might be really fighting their own feelings at this time and really not maybe even avoiding their own feelings, because Two of Swords usually, you know, in this particular deck, you do see a person wearing a blindfold. So I feel like they are purposefully, you know, wearing this blindfold in either to avoid their own feelings, or you know, they're really trying to resist. And here with the Strength card, they are trying to restrain themselves from even tapping into their own feelings, because I feel like once they do that, they're really going to draw in their own feelings and emotions towards you, because they are really perceiving the situation that that is pretty much over. With the Four of Cups here, they're definitely feeling that there was a missed opportunity with you, but they're still wanting some sort of new beginning. And as I said, they might be thinking of an action, but at this time they're really conflicted within their own feelings. Even though deep down, when they're honest with themselves, I feel they do really want this union with you, but for some reason this Divine Masculine is really trying hard to fight off their own feelings, and that's what brings them into this state of conflict within themselves. What I'm also getting for some of you, this Five of Wands might indicate that there is competition here. There might be other people involved. It doesn't always have to indicate romantic partners, but for some it's going to resonate. But definitely there's more people involved in where maybe either a family, or there's a situation, as I said, there might be some karmic partners involved, and this Divine Masculine really knows that at this particular time there's no way that you guys could be together, because there's certain circumstances, or there's certain people that might be in the way. So they are trying to really block their own emotions, because they do feel the intensity of these emotions, and then if they're really going to let them out, it's just might even, you know, destroy them, because I feel like they're still in this grief and really depressing energy right now, where they might be feeling really down, really upset or sad about the situation. And as I mentioned to you, they might have even felt some sort of remorse or regret. And I feel like whenever they are tapping into their own feelings, they even feel more of these energies within themselves, and I feel like it's really bringing them into the state of depression or apathy even, okay, for some of the divine masculine. So I do need to say this, that they need to really work on their own emotional body, because a lot of them are struggling in this particular aspect, and they do need to perhaps heal some of these aspects within themselves, because there is a lot of grief and perhaps emotional baggage that some of the divine masculines might be holding on to. Okay, so they do definitely need to work on themselves at this time. Okay, so let's see here what's actually shifting and changing for your divine masculine in the near future. We have the 5 of coins coming through. So a lot of the 5s here. So we do have 5 of cups and 5 of coins. Let's see what else. The Temperance card, major arcana. Okay, this is the Sagittarius energy. And we do have the 7 of cups. Okay, so I feel like in the near future, your divine masculine might be really, overcoming this feeling of lack mentality, because 5 of Pentacles, 5 of coins in this particular deck does talk about them feeling left out in the cold, feeling maybe as a victim in the situation, and really just being in this lack mentality. However, with the Temperance card, which is the major arcana, it talks about healing, it talks about balance and harmony. So I do see your divine masculine finally, balancing this aspect within themselves, finally leaving this lack mentality, and perhaps expanding their consciousness and really bringing this into balance within themselves. So that's a really great sign. It's just a matter of this divine masculine really working and doing their shadow work at this time, but I do see an improvement in this area of their life. So definitely they're going to be coming out of this state of depression, of the state of regret, remorse, maybe even guilt for some, and feeling this lack that they might be feeling again within their own life, within their own emotions. So definitely healing is taking place for this divine masculine, but again, you might need to be patient, because it might take some time for this divine masculine to really figure things out. Now, we also have the 7 of cups here. So the 7 of cups might indicate that there's going to be options when it comes to this connection with your divine masculine. So I do want to say that 7 of Cups might also indicate some sort of illusion or confusion, but I'm not really getting this energy today with the 7 of Cups. What I'm getting here is that your divine masculine might actually start seeing options where as before, when they were in this lack mentality, they could not see perhaps things clearly, especially with this 2 of Swords, where they might have been really confused when it comes to the situation. And you, divine feminine, I feel like once they heal themselves, once they really bring themselves into balance, I feel like they're going to start seeing options, perhaps possibilities when it comes to this connection and you, divine feminine. And that's when they might actually even think about taking some sort of an action, and they might be really looking for an approach, or really finding that the right way of perhaps coming forward or reaching out to you. So that's what I'm getting here. Okay, so let's see for you, Divine Feminine, what is actually happening when you're thinking about your Divine Masculine. So let's take a look at your mental space first, and then we'll get into your feelings as well. So let's see, Divine Feminine, when it comes to your Divine Masculine, what's happening in your mental space right now? We have Seven of Cups, interesting. So Seven of Cups here, but we'll talk about this in a minute. We have the Knight of Swords. And we do have the Ace of Pentacles, okay. So, for you, Divine Feminine, with these Seven of Cups, especially if we look at this card, there is a person wearing a false mask. I feel that you might be perceiving your Divine Masculine perhaps not being honest with you at this time. Perhaps you do know that they are trying to hide their feelings, but you already know that they do feel very passionate, and perhaps you do know about their feelings towards you, but you understand that this Divine Masculine might be still hiding who they truly are from you. You also might be seeing that there was a lot of illusions when it comes to this Divine Masculine and this connection, and now you're finally getting some sort of clarity when it comes to the situation. We do have the Knight of Swords, so I would say you are thinking perhaps for some of the Divine Feminines, I'm definitely feeling that you are ready to cut out your Divine Masculine from your life, especially because you might know that this Divine Masculine was not honest with you, or perhaps in the past they've really hurt you, and now you are in this energy of really cutting them out from your life and really looking forward for a new beginning for yourself, okay? Perhaps with someone else, or just, in general, you might be, focusing your attention even on maybe your career or finances, because we do have the Ace of Pentacles here. So and for others, I feel, because I do see two scenarios here, and as I said, it's not going to resonate for all of you. For other Divine Feminines, I feel like you do know about the feelings from your Divine Masculine, and you know that they are, resisting their feelings. They are trying to hide them at this time, but you are looking for some sort of either conversation with this Divine Masculine, with the Knight of Swords, okay, because you do want to make things clear with them, and you're hoping that you'll get a chance with this Ace of Pentacles to actually have some sort of conversation that might be, really to the point where you might be coming across as someone who's very direct, and you might be even, wanting some sort of truth from this Divine Masculine, okay? So please take it how it might resonate for you, but I did get these two different energies from these cards, okay? So let's see in terms of your emotions towards your Divine Masculine. What's happening in your emotional body right now? We have Five of Wands. Interesting. So you guys are mirroring the same energy here, because we did get the Five of Wands here on their part in their emotional and their heart space. Now we also have the Temperance, Major Arcana, again Sagittarian energy, so you might be dealing with a Sagittarius here. And we have the King of Wands coming through. Okay, so with the Five of Wands, I'm also getting you might be also conflicted with your feelings towards this Divine Masculine, because even though you might really see them as this King of Wands, someone who's very, very attractive to you, someone who's perhaps you might be perceiving them as someone who's very confident, someone who's a leader, you know, someone who's taking actually some sort of actions, okay, in their own life. However, you might be conflicted that if in the past, let's say, this Divine Masculine has really hurt you, but you still have feelings for them, and that's where this inner conflict is coming out, because you do kind of feel very attracted to them, and you might even have deeper feelings for this Divine Masculine. However, you know, or you're being afraid that if you're going to try again with this Divine Masculine, perhaps accept them back into your life, you might get hurt again. And that's where this inner conflict kicks in, and you might be really, you know, fighting your own feelings here too, Divine Feminine. So as I said, you both might be resisting your own feelings towards one another, because in your perspective, Divine Feminine, you might really be you know, afraid to get hurt again, and your Divine Masculine is fighting off their feelings because they might feel that you might reject them at this point because of their past actions. However, with the Temperance card, I feel you really want to bring your own emotions into balance, Divine Feminine, and you also want to, you know, perhaps make amends with this Divine Masculine. Because you do really see them as this King of Wands, someone, as I said, who's very attractive. You might also feel very, you know, passionate energies and attraction towards your Divine Masculine. And this is something you might be also afraid of, because if you're really going to, you know, fall into these emotions where you might get even emotionally attached to this Divine Masculine, and this is something perhaps you might not want to do, because you know, feeling codependent upon someone is not a healthy thing to do, okay? And I'm seeing that you're really trying hard to stay centered within your own emotions. However, it is very difficult for you to do, because there is this inner conflict going on. And again, for some of you that that are in some sort of situation where there might be other people involved, there's definitely this conflict, outer conflict going on too, because you know that there might be someone else in the picture, or there might be someone who might not even be approving this relationship, and that's where all these conflicting energy coming through, okay? So that's what I'm getting. Now let's see what's actually shifting and changing for you, Divine Feminine, in the near future when it comes to this connection with your Divine Masculine and your life as well. So let's see here. We do have the Two of Wands coming through. We have the Hermit, okay, Virgo energy, Major Arcana. And we have the King of Swords. Okay, so let's see here what's going on. Okay, so with the Two of Wands, I'm definitely getting a sense that you, Divine Feminine, might be really looking into the future and perhaps making some sort of plans for yourself, whether or not you're thinking about being with this divine masculine. Again, I'm just getting two scenarios here with these cards, so please take it how it resonates for you. So for some divine feminines, I feel like you are sort of planning your own goals and perhaps future plans, and it might not even include this divine masculine, okay? Because I am seeing the Hermit card, which tells me you are going to be, you know, retreating from this connection and really going within, perhaps, you know, following your own soul's journey at this time. So you might be still, you know, in this energy of really trying to find yourself in this life, and I feel like with this King of Swords, you might even be meeting somebody new here, okay, who might be really truly matching your energy, because we did come across this Queen of Swords here, so we do have a match, Queen and King of Swords, okay? That's for some divine feminines. Now for others that still want to, you know, hold on to this connection and your divine masculine, what I'm seeing is that you are kind of also, I don't want to say waiting, but yes, you are waiting for your divine masculine, but at the same time you are making your own plans in your life and kind of taking actions towards that. Now with the Hermit card, you do understand that you need to be patient with your divine masculine, because they still need to learn perhaps some lessons, because they do need to do their own inner work at this time, and you are someone who's very wise and really conscious when it comes to this connection. So you are also using this time wisely, and you are doing your own work at this time. You are kind of working on yourself, improving yourself, and really doing a lot of soul searching for yourself, okay? That's what I'm seeing. And now with this King of Swords, I feel maybe this divine masculine might finally, once they heal this lack mentality within themselves, they might be, you know, embracing this energy of King of Swords, where finally they might be, you know, coming forward and truthfully telling you how they feel about you, perhaps taking action towards you, divine feminine, and there's finally going to be, you know, improvement in your connection, and maybe even some sort of conversation with this divine masculine where it will lead to the plans where you might be actually, you know, planning together how you want to build this relationship for both of you, okay? So I'm definitely getting two different scenarios. I don't know, this is weird. I usually don't do this, but in this particular you know, reading today, I definitely felt different energies, and I did have to mention this to you. So I hope I did not confuse you. So again, please take it how it might resonate for you. Now let's move on to connecting energies for both. So what's the connecting energy for both of you at this time? Let's take a look. We have King of Wands coming through again. Okay, King of Wands. We also have Nine of Swords. And we have the Four of Wands. So a lot of wand energy, a lot of passionate energy. Okay, so definitely with the King of Wands here, there is mutual attraction. There is a lot of chemistry between you two, and definitely this pull magnetic pull towards one another. In this particular deck, King of Wands is represented with the female right here, so they are holding on to one another, and I feel like this is your energies right now, where you both really want to feel this closeness. You really want to perhaps embrace one another, to have maybe some sort of a physical touch. Okay, you might be, you know, really missing one another at this time. So there's definitely a lot of you know, attraction going on between you two, and I did mention this many times throughout this reading. Now with the Nine of Swords, I feel you both are in this energy of really being stressed out about this whole situation. Both of you are afraid perhaps that things are not going to work out, or you both have your own reasons why you might be worried when it comes to this particular connection. So there is a lot of mental activity going on both parts. I feel like you both might be really overthinking the situation a lot, perhaps thinking about one another, but this whole situation is really making you both really anxious and stressful at this time, because of things being uncertain, unclear at this time. And definitely your divine masculine might be really afraid of losing you for good, and we did see that they are in this energy of really feeling the lack, okay, the lack of this connection. They might be really missing you at this time and reminiscing, and perhaps being nostalgic when it comes to you, divine feminine. Now with the Four of Wands, I feel like you both want some sort of stability in this connection, because Four of Wands does represent a firm foundation. Also, Four of Wands is my twin flame card, so definitely there's an understanding on both parts that you guys are meant to create some sort of you know, union together. You both really want this, but again, there might be certain circumstances or people that are trying to get in the way of this connection at this time. But there is mutual understanding and mutual desire to have some sort of stability, okay, and perhaps even reconciliation from both sides, okay? So that's what I'm getting with the connecting energy. Now let's move on to your oracle cards. So first I'm going to get this Moonology deck and see what else we need to know. So please, Spirit, this is for Gemini. What's going on? What else we need to know? Okay, it says surrender to the divine, full moon. So Spirit is wanting both of you to really surrender to the situation. So you both really need to accept current circumstances and perhaps what's going on in this connection, and try not to really fight, you know, or even have this inner conflict within you. So really surrender to your feelings, surrender to the thoughts, surrender to the circumstances. And I feel like once you start accepting the situation more, perhaps letting go of the control, that's when things are going to, you know, shift and change for both of you. Okay, now I'm going to get the Soul Path Journey Oracle to see what current life lessons you're both working on. So I will get one card for your Divine Masculine and then one card for you, Divine Feminine, okay? So let's see here for the Masculine. we have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So I feel like, yes, your divine masculine might be in denial with their own feelings right now, or perhaps even wanting to accept this connection. And you, divine feminine, again, they might have certain beliefs, limiting beliefs, that are actually, you know, restricting them or blocking them from, you know, accepting this situation and you, divine feminine, into their life. But I feel like it mostly has to do with their own fears and their own emotions here. But Spirit is really trying to, you know, help them in this particular lesson that they're learning right now here. Okay, now for you, divine feminine, what's going on for you? We have health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Okay, so for some, I think for most of you, I wanted to say, not some of you, divine feminines, this health card, maybe at this time you might really want to pay close attention to your physical health. Okay, because you might be really, if you are in this energy of you know, stressing yourself out about this connection, you might really feel physically ill. Okay, and for some of you, it might resonate strongly. So you do need to pay attention to your health, and you do need to honor your own physical body. So you really need to take care of your physical body here. So perhaps you need to take a look at your diet, maybe at what you're eating or drinking. Perhaps you're, if you're having some sort of bad habits, okay, when it comes to your physical body, because Spirit is really, you know, putting attention right now to your physical body for some reason. Okay, because this connection might really you know, affect your physical health in some way. So please pay close attention to that aspect. Okay, divine feminines. Now let's see here. I also want to grab for you, divine feminine, a few other cards. So this is the soul path journey, and I want to see where you are in your ascension journey. So what else Spirit has to say. Okay, let's see here what comes through. Okay, we have the Great Gathering. It's all coming together, intuitive hits and soul tribe. Okay, so Spirit is actually encouraging you and letting you know that everything is coming together, even though it might not seem this way in the physical world, but you need to trust, okay, that things are going in the right direction. Okay, and with the intuitive hits, you might be getting a lot of, you know, signs, or perhaps you might be getting some visions or dreams at this particular time. So please pay attention to that, because you are getting information through your intuition. And we did also get the soul tribe. So Spirit is really wanting you to find your soul tribe, perhaps people that would really understand what you're going through right now, or they might also be on the same type of journey that you're going through. So Spirit is really wanting you to find these people and perhaps, you know, find support from them at this time. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. And I did want to get one more card from you. I think I forgot the deck. Just give it. Okay, here it is. This is the Spirit Animal deck. So let's see, one more card for you, divine feminine. I want to grab and see what might be the advice for you at this time. Okay, and then we'll move into your messages from your Divine Masculine, okay, for you. So let's see here, what's the advice for you right now? We do have number 55, Snake Spirit, time to heal. Okay, so for you Divine Feminine Spirit, this particular animal spirit is suggesting that it is a time for you to heal maybe some aspects of yourself where you might be really struggling with at this time, okay? And especially in your emotional body, I feel you do really need to take this into consideration. And also for some of you, since we did get the health card, for some of you, you are experiencing some sort of maybe difficulties with your physical body, okay? So definitely here is an indication that you do need to take care of yourself at this time. So rather than, you know, putting a lot of your or most of your attention onto this connection right now, Spirit is really wanting you to focus on yourself, take care of yourself physically and emotionally and mentally, okay? So it's really time for you to really go into this hermit mode, go within, and perhaps even retreat yourself from the situation for some time. And for some of you, it's going to be that you, as I said, you might be leaving the situation because you feel like this connection might be really draining your energy emotionally and physically. So whatever is best for you, you do need to look into and take into consideration all of these things, okay? So that's what I'm getting with the snake card. Now let's see what might be the messages from the Divine Masculine, and then we're going to wrap this reading up. Okay, so let's get a few messages for you Divine Feminine. So what this Divine Masculine would actually want you to know. So let's see here. We have, I'm suffering from a heartbreak. So this Divine Masculine is also experiencing a lot of, you know, difficult energies that are surrounding them at this time. So they might be also going through this difficult period in their life, and they are suffering from a heartbreak, okay? And we did see a lot of negative and low vibrational cards coming through for this Divine Masculine because they are not willing or might not be ready to accept this connection just yet. Okay, so you do need to understand that everybody's got a free will, and we can't force someone to think or act a certain way. So definitely this Divine Masculine need to come into terms within their own thoughts and feelings, and then maybe later on, once they're really healed, okay, then things will start shifting for you guys, okay? So let's see what else they might want you to say. So definitely this connection has affected both of you, okay? So don't think that they are just living their best life, not thinking about you. Definitely they're struggling too at this time. So what else? We have twin flames, okay? So your Divine Masculine might actually be aware that you guys are twin flames, okay? So not a lot of people know this term. So when this card comes up, to me it's an indication they somehow either figured out some information about this connection, or they might came across information about twin flames, okay? So there is some sort of awareness as who you might be to one another with this particular Divine Masculine. Okay, let's get a few more. We have, I'm afraid of losing you. So yes, definitely they are afraid of losing you for good, divine feminine. And we did see that they're in the state of perceiving this connection as something they've lost already. And this is, I feel, once they really are in their thoughts about this connection, really thinking about that they've lost you, it really brings brings a lot of sadness and grief with this card right here. Okay, and this one came through. It says, I'm overwhelmed with mixed emotions for you. Yes, definitely there's inner conflict going on. We did see the Five of Wands, so even though they might feel really strong attraction and emotionally they're very attached to you, I feel they're still denying themselves when it comes to their emotions, and the intensity of this emotions really brings them into the state of really feeling overwhelmed. Okay, so definitely there's a lot of struggle and a lot of suffering for this divine masculine going on at this time. Okay, so that's all I have for you, my dear Gemini. I hope it resonated for you in some way. If not, check your moon, rising, and Venus placements and see if other videos might have more information in regards to your situation. And I'm sending you absolute love and light, guys, and I will see you in my next readings. Take care.